Good morning and welcome to the Elevate Renatus team call. This is your host, Keely Austin. Today is Money Monday. It is September 7th. I'm excited and grateful to be your host this morning. Today we get to learn from an amazing individual, Michael Huggins. Michael has been a part of Renatus for going on 10 years, maybe 11 years now. So he has a lot of experience to share with us. Before he was in Renatus, Michael and Vanessa were both frustrated and just struggling, living paycheck to paycheck, living in Vanessa's mother's basement at the time. Michael was working two jobs. He was working for both Sears Auto and Jiffy Lube, where he had a degree in auto mechanics, but still found himself frustrated, broke, living paycheck to paycheck, and drowning in his student loan debt. So he knew that he needed to make a change. And what he did was he heard about real estate investing, and so he started to look for real estate opportunities. He found Renatus. I'm so grateful that he did, because a lot of us would not be here if it weren't for Michael Huggins. Fast forward to today, Michael has created himself a really, really, really impressive business where he is both doing real estate transactions as well as helping people around the country get started with his education. And he's helping other people, so many other people, change their lives for the better. He most recently purchased over 200 acres in Tennessee, where he and his beautiful wife are building cabins. They're building farms. It's just going to be absolutely amazing. So I'm really excited for what Michael has to share with us this morning. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the call. It is Money Monday, but some people didn't get the memo. They thought it was Sleep In Monday. So good job for all of you making it here. Who are these people that want to sleep in on a Monday? What are they hoping to get? Silly people. That's right. So good seeing all of you here. And I know some of you will catch the recordings. It's been a fantastic weekend, reorganizing what my next 2 weeks are going to look like, because it is time to double up. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to double my income. The cool thing about our business, in my experience, is that doubling our income doesn't mean doubling our efforts necessarily, but it does mean doubling our focus. So how many of us are spending time deliberately on purpose focusing on what we want? We have 86,400 seconds in a day. Now, I was watching some interesting brain doctor discussions over the weekend, and they were talking about what a moment is in our brain, and it's actually 500 milliseconds is a moment. And that moment is enough to get all the input from your senses, create a judgment around it, and have an experience, and boom, there's a moment, 500 milliseconds. So every second you actually have 2 moments in your experience. If each moment you're not controlling what you're thinking about and what you're experiencing and what you're focusing on, you're just going to create what you've always created. But if you want, I'm assuming, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming you want several $1,000s a month passive from real estate, and you want tens of thousands of dollars a month from actively marketing Renatus. Is that a correct assumption? I'm clear on that? Okay. So if that's the case, then how many of those seconds, or even if you want to double it, the moments, how many of those seconds or moments do you actually see, like, spend your time concentrating on that? I know when we're doing the self-confidence formula, it says we'll spend at least 30 minutes a day. How many of you are spending at least 30 minutes a day where there's nothing else, just a crystal clear picture of what your future looks like? Okay. How many of you have memorized the self-confidence formula? Keely has. Isaac, Jenna, William, Pete, almost. Okay. Working on it. How much longer do you need, Isaac?
I'd say I can get it down next week.
Next week. Okay. Good. There's a difference between working on it and getting it done. So it sounds like you're going to get it done next week.
Get it done next week, yep.
Okay. Cool. Okay. We'll go for it, Melissa, or as she's also known as Jenna. Do you want to come off mute and say it? You look like you're ready. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm quite ready.
Well, neither was Keely when I made her do it, so go ahead.
Okay. First, I know that I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose. Therefore, I will devote 30 minutes daily upon thinking of the task of the person I wish to become. That's not at the beginning though, huh?
Keep going.
You got me on the spot. Shoot. You want me to do it from memory?
Yeah. Everyone else be following along. You're looking at your copies, right?
I'm completely lost and on the spot now.
Good thing you're a Toastmaster. Okay, so first I know I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite chief aim in life. Therefore, I will engage in persistent, continuous, aggressive action towards its attainment, and I here now promise to render such action. Second, go for it.
I'm totally lost, Michael. My nerves have the best of me right now, to be honest.
The nerves, there's only half the people watching that normally watch. They're all sleeping in.
You got this, Jenna.
Okay, second. Keely, you want to help her out?
I understand that the dominating thoughts.
I understand that the dominating thoughts of my mind will eventually seek an outward means of creating themselves. Help me out, Keels.
You got the idea, but the words are a little
Right,
different.
that's what I'm saying. I
Right.
kind of swap other words out, some synonyms.
Will eventually reproduce themselves in outward physical action and gradually transform themselves.
Therefore, transforming themselves into physical reality.
Yes.
Therefore, I will spend 30 minutes a day thinking upon the task of the person I want to become. Therefore, creating a clear mental picture.
Dang, girl. Good job.
This is why I don't drink caffeine, y'all. My brain worked totally fine until I caffeinated this morning. Can you prompt me for the next line?
Line.
Third, I know through the principle of autosuggestion.
Well, it's through the principle of autosuggestion that anything I persistently hold in my mind will eventually seek expression through some outward action, physical action.
Through some practical means of obtaining the object.
Obtaining it.
You had that, though. That was good.
Yeah.
Therefore, I will devote 10 minutes.
All right, what we're going to do is we're going to take a break.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for your patience.
We're going to come back in half an hour, Jenna, and you're going to Okay.
Okay.
Take some laps around the car, do some push-ups, look at the document, visualize yourself saying it correctly. It only takes about 90 seconds, so you can do this. And we'll check
Thanks.
back in soon. Set a timer for 30 minutes. Okay. This will be good. All right. So I dropped the self-confidence formula into the link here in the chat. If you're on a laptop, if you're on a mobile device, I should just keep it in my freaking notes as like a quick access. Yeah, I think it's important that we start out every day with some self-confidence. I was listening to a comedian talk about Selma Hayek and how much self-confidence she has, and the comedian's like, where does it come from? And it was all funny and stuff to like listen to her, but then I was like, I know where it comes from. It comes from this formula. All right, I got the link, and come back to the Zoom, and there's the link. So Mary, William, there's the link. Okay, my next question. I'm glad some of you have your cameras on and some of you don't. That's okay. My next question is, how many of you finished Straight Line Persuasion? Isaac, you finished it? Cool. Hira, did you finish it? No? Maybe?
I will finish it today.
Okay, Kiwi's finishing it today.
I'm on step 3.
Okay. Not completely. Chuck says he finished it. Okay. I want to have a session where we actually write out these scripts together with all of you. But if you haven't watched or listened to the training, then that's not going to work. So what I'm going to do is, if you're able to, those of you who finished, if you can stay for 30 minutes after this call, and we can put the framework together and start on it. And then next week we'll set aside some time and get more of it done. Just create the framework for it. That's all I want to do today, just half an hour. Okay, I also printed off the workbook. I don't know how many of you guys did that, but I printed it off, going through it. So here's what we're going to be following. This is our presentation model. It's 8 steps. Okay, and then we'll go over our first no. When does the sale actually start? The sale actually starts when they say no. And too many of us do I've seen it so many times. I literally laughed out loud when I got to that part in the training. You'll hear, for those of you who already listened to it, you know what I'm saying, where he talks about going to, watching the Law and Order on TV, and you know the crappy lawyer gets his defendant up on the stand, and the defendant doesn't say the right thing or whatever, and then the lawyer goes, dang it, and drops his head, and then the jury sees him and goes, see, I knew he was lying the whole time. You guys know what I'm talking about with that? That silly head drop. Isaac, does that make sense? Remember what I'm saying? Have you ever watched Law and Order? Have you ever seen a movie where there was a court and it didn't go someone's way, and the lawyer who loses drops his head?
Yeah.
You've seen that?
Yes.
Okay. if you know you're the shit, you never drop your head. He only dropped his head because he knew he was defeated. So dropping your head like that sends the signal to everyone watching that you are defeated, you are weak, you are wrong, you don't have an airtight logical case, something. When you display that, we're trying to work them up to a 10, that as soon as you display that, they drop down to a 0 and you're done. So when we're on the phone or we're doing a Zoom or we're meeting with someone and we ask for the sale, so it's like, hey, here you go. You said you wanted real estate. Here's what we have to offer. And then they say, no. Too many of you go, ah. It's not going to work. We're trying to make money. We're trying to make sales like that and constantly dropping our head and sigh of defeat every time they just say no. We're not going to make any money. When they say no, the first time is when the sale actually starts, because all you've really done is give your presentation. That's not the sale. That's just the presentation. We presented our product, our service, our educational services. We presented them. They say no, then we say okay, and then we loop back around. You guys got to finish this training. I gave it to you like 3 or 4 weeks ago. I don't know why you're not done yet. I want to talk to you more about it. But when we loop, we're looping to bring up the 3 10s. The 3 10s are you, the product, and the company. You, the product, and the company. So you're moving from the beginning of the conversation, at the end of the conversation is money time. So you're moving them along and they say no. That's okay. I'm going to loop back around and then bring up me, the company, the product, and continue moving them down the line. If they say no again, that's all right. We'll loop, and the loops get tighter and tighter and tighter as we get to the end because we're creating an airtight logical case. It has to be logical and emotional or they're not going to do it. So we just move them through the straight line till we get paid. Okay. So one thing that I do, I don't know if this is compliant or not, but you're all ICM, so I think it's okay. Is I just leave big stacks of money at my desk. Do you guys do that? You guys just leave big wads of money around to like help remind you about your abundance? Like, so right here, it's just a couple $1,000, okay? But my point is, it feels so much better to just have this much money than think about it, okay? So sometimes when I'm on the call, I'll just grab a wad of money and I'll just be like, you know what? Well, the beauty of the program is that it's a lifetime membership. So even though you feel like you don't necessarily have all the time right now, as you create more and more time and this moves up the importance level in your life, like I said, the beauty of the program is lifetime membership. So you get to access it 24/7 on demand. And as far as my company goes, the CEO is world-class, top-notch. He prides himself on being honest and ethical and providing more value than what people are paying for. So I've been here for years. I'm going to help you do this. Why don't we go ahead and make that decision? Does that sound fair enough? When I'm on the call, I mute before I sneeze.
Salud.
See, just like that.
You always sneeze when you're talking about money too. That was funny.
Every time we're talking about money, I get to sneezing. All right, so this is what we call paper therapy. All right, we just let the money relax us. All right, just get back into the groove. Beauty of the program. First time they say no, you go, you know what? I haven't given a proper introduction. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Michael Huggins. I love working in the real estate field. I've gotten certified through a coaching program. I wouldn't say, I've been a real estate investor for 10 years. I've helped hundreds of people. I've been on hundreds of calls like this, helping people get qualified, certified. Oh yeah, I went through a, Mike Word, welcome back from the wilderness. I went through a John Maxwell coaching certification. So technically in the coaching world, I am certified, but in Renatus, I'm qualified. Different words, right? So maybe some of you just need to run to the ATM and just get a bunch of money and then just start playing with it, okay? Because some of you go, oh, money is so hard to deal with.
You muted yourself, Michael.
That was weird. We just need to normalize money, right? If our parents put some weird superstitions in our head about money, money's evil, right? It takes hard work to make money. You know, only jerks have money. Rich people are jerks. All this stuff. Well, if you don't identify as a jerk, then you're not going to get the money. So you need to clean up your self-limiting beliefs around money. So if you start to create easy beliefs, money's easy to get. I'm a money magnet. Money comes to me all the time. I control money. I'm a great steward of money. Money is mine. And then you just remind yourself, you're fully capable. This isn't even one combo's worth of money either. This is not even one combo's worth. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. When we're on the straight line, we're talking to our customer and we're moving them down the straight line, we want them to pay. If they say no, that's when the sale begins. We don't drop our head and go, ah, damn it, I thought you were going to say yes. We knew they were going to say no. So when you act like you know they're going to say no, you don't flinch. You have a stiff upper lip. You don't flinch. You know you're going to say no. Then we loop back around. The 310s. What are the 310s? Company, product, and us. The company, the product, and us. Okay? Man, I'm so excited for you guys to go through the training. It talks about pace, lead, using your tonality. I want to write out this script. We're going to do what we're working on is a new presentation so that the script lines into the presentation lines up with the script. But for the most part, I mean, it's not that new. I mean, how new can it be? It's Renatus, right? It's not that new from what you all have seen. What I want to see all of you doing is stop acting like a text is going to make a sale for you. It's not going to make a sale for you. A text is not going to make a sale. A phone call is going to make a sale. How do we get the phone call? Go into public Facebook groups, create conversations with people around real estate, ask them if they're interested, add them to our private Facebook group. Who still needs to be added to the United Real Estate Investors United Facebook group? Who still needs that? Is everybody in on that? Let's go check that group real quick. We have one more week to hit our goal. Man, they changed Facebook around again. Okay, here we go. How many peeps are in our group? How many peeps are in our group? How many peeps? How many peeps? Okay, so I'm going to share the screen here. Oh, I need screen sharing abilities, please. Okay, we're making progress. Valerie Smith, let me get you in here. Approve, you're in. Where is it? There we go. Okay, members. We have 478 members. We want 1,000. We want 1,000 by next week. Meredith just asked to join. Great. Conrad, let's get you in. Okay, we're at 480. It's working. We want to get to 1,000. We got some chats going on here. What's up? Okay, Bertha, you need to go and go to Facebook and search Real Estate Investors United. There's the link. Skylar Jess, just put the link in, Bertha, so click on the link and then hit request to join. Okay, 2 more people just requested. Sheldon, you're in. Nicholas, you're in. Cool. Cool. Now, what is the whole point of this group? This group is to add our customers to it. Yeah, 482 now, 483. Cool. We're going to be at 1,000 by next week. So that means each of you just need to add 1 person a day.
Michael, I have a question.
Travis Fisher is in. What's up, Keely?
For those of us that built our own, are we to just focus on adding people to our own, or do you think it's more powerful for us to be building in this larger one?
Oh, either way.
Okay.
Either way. Is that why you're saying off? Mr. Rupert thinks he can get on the couch. No, you're hypoallergenic. No couches. Let's try. It's got like the plushest freaking dog bed anyone's ever seen. And he's supposed to get on the couch. Kids these days. How many people are in your group, Keely?
Under 20. About
120?
No, 17. Under 20.
Oh.
I'll make that my goal, though, for this week.
Come here, Mr. Rupert. Community wants to see you. Holy crap. Have you been chasing rabbits? All right. You're a big boy. Hey, everyone. Airedale Terrier, King of Terriers, right here. Hi. You see yourself on the screen? Okay. So let's talk about building rapport now. Okay. So I'm on the phone with someone. Okay, so remember, we're moving them from, here we go. All right, we're moving them from just a stranger in a Facebook group to watching our videos in our Facebook group, or using your campaign, or just sending the links that you have, or booking them to live. I don't care. But you're going to get them to a presentation, or you'll do your own presentation. Now, after that, we have a phone call with them. I'm telling you, it works out way better if you book a call before you send them the presentation. Okay? There's no way the first presentation is going to answer all of their questions. So you could say something like, look, I'd love to add you to what we got going on. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to send you a link. I know you're going to have some questions at the end. So afterwards, let's have a call. And you schedule the call and then send them the link. Okay? Then you go host your call. You know they're going to have questions. You start off building some rapport. How long does it take to build rapport? Let's say they start talking about dogs. Okay? And do I go off and go, yeah, let me tell you about my dog. He's this and he's that, and I put him through this much training, and he weighs 65 pounds, and he likes to play tug, and he chews sticks. And am I building rapport by doing that? In a way, I'm just wasting a boatload of time. Okay, 1-2 sentences. Yeah, dogs are freaking awesome. I got an Airedale Terrier, King of Terriers. It's an amazing dog. I love that I get to spend a lot of time with him. And then we got to continue down the straight line. If I just keep talking about dogs, see how uncomfortable Rupert is? That's how uncomfortable the conversation gets. Okay, should we go? Rupert, you're awesome. You want to show everyone your teeth? You're just going to smile. Mwah. Oh, yes. Oh, okay. That's it. Thanks for playing, buddy.
Go and go back just a moment. You said, here's a link. I know you're going to have some questions, so let's schedule a call.
Yeah.
Do you say, let's schedule a call, when will you watch it by? Or can you watch it by tomorrow?
Yeah, there's definitely going to be some sort of commitment to when they're going to watch it. Yeah, say, you know, I give them homework, basically. This is your homework. You need to watch this video because I want to customize our conversation, but you need to have some groundwork laid first. Okay, then because we have that call scheduled, they're only going to take that call if they want to buy what they just saw. Okay, that's it. If they don't want it, they're not going to take the call. Mike, what shirt are you wearing? That's what I'm talking about. Did everyone see Mike's shirt? Do you even build for events? That's what I'm talking about. I got on my custom team shirt. Walk away from the 97%. Invest in real estate. Awesome. All right, custom shirts for everybody.
Gosh, I missed.
Oh man. Well, you gotta come out here, man. Tennessee's waiting for you. I need some help digging these freaking swells over here, man. You should see what I've done so far.
I'm on my way, bro. I'm coming.
Cool. Okay, so straight line. Here we are. We get on the call with them. So should I switch to the drawing board? Would this make more sense?
Love your drawings.
Let me
So
put
yes.
my money away real quick. Let me just put my money away real quick. Remember, we don't identify with money. We just have money. Okay? I don't identify with it. I don't think I'm money. I don't think I'm less than if I don't have money. I'm just anchoring that money is easy to get. Money is easy to have. I'm a good steward of money. I pay attention to money. Money listens to me. I'm a money magnet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, switching to the whiteboard. Okay. Are you guys having fun so far? Is it working? Should keep going on this. All right. Get some of this tea. Okay. I would like to keep this as simple as possible. It is only you who will complicate it. This is simple. If you're complicating it, you need to stop it. Okay. Okay? So, here's you. You have a great attitude. You are sharp as a tack. You are enthusiastic as hell. And you are a person of authority. Quit screwing around. Those are the three things. That's it. Your tonality is going to say it all. And you're going, well, what if I'm brand new? I haven't done anything. You've been in the company longer than they have, so you are an authority on what we are talking about. You might not be an authority on the real estate topic. That's fine, but you're an authority when it comes to our business. You guys ever watch South Park? Remember what Cartman says?
Respect my authority.
Exactly. So, respect my authority. Here we go. Over here, we have a big bag of money. It's a pretty bag of money. Dollar bills on top of dollar bills, just stacked for days. By the way, $1 million in $100 bills is 1 meter high. That's it. That's it. It barely comes up to your belly button. It's not even that much money. $100 bills, meter high, 22 pounds, 10 kilos, $100 bills, $1 million. Maybe this will help you visualize it. $1 million in $100 bills is 1 meter high, stacked on itself, and weighs 10 kilograms. 1, 1, 1, 1. It's a very simple equation. Now your brain goes, well, I don't think in kilograms or meters. Okay, welcome to America. 3.09 feet and 22.2 pounds. I'm serious. Can you visualize it now? Can you see it? It's not even that much. You put it in a bag, curl your arms with it. All right, 22 pounds. It's not that much. Well, the timer's going off. Jenna, you know what time it is?
Can I just say how ironic it is that it's 22.2?
That's pretty neat, isn't it? I think that's a sign that I should get some more. So the straight line is just this. Your conversation is only going here. There's a healthy boundary where if we start talking about Airedales, or we start talking about BMWs, okay, we can go off for a minute. Oh, you want to talk? Okay, but yeah, let me bring you right back to here. And oh, you want to talk about this? Okay, well, let me bring you. Oh, we're going to talk about this too. Okay, well, boom. But you do this. I used to do the same thing. We're going to put a stop to it. I'm going to go turn off that timer. Jenna, go ahead. Take it away.
Okay. Here we go. First, I know that I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose in life. Therefore, I demand of myself persistent, aggressive, and continuous action towards its attainment, and I promise to render such action. Second, I know that the dominating thoughts of my mind eventually reproduce themselves in some outward physical form. Therefore, I will demand of myself
Consistent.
So yeah, dominating thoughts in my mind. So I demand of myself persistent, continuous action. And I will devote 30 minutes daily upon thinking of the person that I intend to become. Third, I know that through the principle of autosuggestion, I kind of already said that in the last one. Third, through the principle of autosuggestion, I know that any thought I persistently hold in my mind will eventually seek expression through some outward means of attaining it. Therefore, I will devote 10 minutes daily upon the development of self-confidence. Fourth, I have clearly written my chief definite aim in life, and I will render such action until it is achieved. Is that getting closer?
I will always work.
I will always work until that chief aim is attained. And then fifth is I fully understand that wealth and position can long endure when built upon truth and justice. Therefore, I will only engage in transactions which benefit all whom it affects. I understand I will induce others to serve me because I will first serve them. I will also, I know this is incorrect slightly with the words, but I will also induce people to believe in me because I believe in them and myself. And I'm missing a few things at the end.
I know a positive mental attitude.
Oh yeah.
I have eliminated.
That's right. I've eliminated hatred, envy, jealousy, cynicism, and selfishness. I'm going to look at my mind map really quick. And I've developed love for all humanity because I know that a positive attitude towards others will always bring me success. And I will cause others to believe in me because I will believe in them and myself. I will sign my name to this formula, commit it to memory, and repeat it aloud once a day with full faith that it will gradually influence all aspects of my life. And I will become a self-reliant and successful person.
So be it, see to it.
So be it.
So be it, see to it.
And my name's Jenna. Sorry, my partner changed my Zoom account to use it the other day. If anyone's confused, my name is not Melissa.
Okay, fantastic. And you will do even better next week. Okay, any one of you should be ready for me to call on you at any point with this simple 5-paragraph, not even, it's like, how many sentences is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 11 sentences. You can memorize it. All of it.
Only 11?
That's it, baby. You could do it. So as long as we're staying within these healthy boundaries, it doesn't matter. Okay, you can a little bit, but we're still going straight to the point, which is you're going to sign up or I'm going to hang up. Okay. You're sharp as a tack. Check. You're enthusiastic as hell. Check. You're a person of authority. Check. This straight line thing is amazing. He talks about anchors, talks about NLP, visualization, talks about controlling your breath. He talks about everything. Pace, lead. Okay. Please move it up your priority list. Everyone has the link. Go and listen to it. If you're missing something, reach out to me. Print off the workbook. Keely, you got your workbook?
Yes, I paid 20 bucks and got it printed off. It's all nice and a nice little booklet. I love it. It's definitely
Dang.
worth having it printed for sure.
Yeah, see, I just used $20 worth of ink at my house. Okay, and then I sat there and 3-hole punched everything and finally stuffed it in this folder. It's fine. Please, if you want to keep up, this is not a request. This is for your own damn good. If you don't, you are going to fall behind. You're going to keep going. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? What is he talking about? Stay up late, get up early. It's 10 hours. Okay, there's no videos. It's just audios below. Ada said, where'd you get it printed, Keely? Office Max, she says, awesome. And she's going to use it for years to come. That 20 bucks is going to make her at least $2 million. That's only 200 combos. Okay, there's a new Aston Martin that's coming. So this is all we're doing. If you think you are building rapport by going off La La Land, I can tell you you're wasting your own time and everyone else's, and they think this person doesn't have their stuff together because they're just going off in any direction, wasting my time. Can you send the link again? Okay. There you go. DaneClark.com/straightline. There you go. Copy it, paste it. How do you put little hearts like that? That's nice. Brian, no, I did not do the live training. Nope, did not. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch back to the Facebook because I want to make a bunch of you. I want to make a bunch of you. Wait a minute. Chrome. There we go. I want to make a bunch of you moderators so that you can continue to add your own peeps. All right. Hey, let's be friends. Let's be friends. Let's be friends. What the hell? Members. Where's my list? I just want a list. Okay, Pete, you're a moderator. Send invite. Nicholas, for that comment, you're a moderator. Sheldon, because you showed up on time, you're a moderator. Hey, why not be friends? Let's be friends. Let's be friends. Travis Fisher, moderator. Meredith, moderator. So what this means is you can go in and add your people and without me needing to go in and approve them, right? Because people can't just jump in to this group. They have to be approved. So now I'm giving you the ability. Melissa, moderator. Let's be friends. All right, who else joined today? Cypher, follow the rules. We could be a moderator. It doesn't matter who you are. Hi, Carla. Oh, what did I do here? These are all moderators. 7 new
I'm circling
moderators.
back around with some folks who are older, like in their 50s and 60s investors that have been giving me a lot of pushback previously. So I'm wondering if it'd be more beneficial, you think, to add them to the group with a lot of people. So there's a little bit more of the social validation.
Do what you do. Doesn't matter. If they're giving you a lot of pushback, what does that tell you about the 310s? You listen to the training?
No, I'm just starting on the straight line.
What does this look? Now I'm smiling.
I
What
feel
is this?
that look at different times in my day.
Okay.
It means I need to build the buying bridge more
It
and
means,
have my posturing speak louder than how young I look.
and it means you need to stop bullshitting yourself that you don't have enough time.
Called out and accepted.
Okay. Word. William, moderator. All right. Who else have I not added? Oh, Christian Sadler. Let's make him a moderator. Tyler Mead. Make him a moderator. All right, folks. So we're going to wrap up this call. LaShawn, are you in here? Kira? And just search for here. I don't know who to join. Make a moderator. Boom.
So one of the things while Michael's doing that I want to emphasize is that as a moderator, please don't add new discussion posts. The group is built specifically where the only discussion posts are the videos that we've created. So please don't add new posts. The main thing for this is so that you can make sure if somebody requests to join that you can add them to the group. So I just want to make sure that the structure of the page remains the same and that people do not post as moderators.
No posting. Zero posting. You do not post in this group. Skylar posts, Michael posts. That's it. Okay, you as the moderator, add people, add people, add people, add people. That's it. If you post, I will just remove you. That's pretty easy, right? Okay, Eloy's now. Mike, Carla.
And then another thing is, even if you're not a moderator, you can still invite people to the group. So even if you're just a member, you can still invite other people to the group. They just need to accept that request. The difference with a moderator is that if somebody requests to join, they can allow that person to join.
Right, right. You can still absolutely run this without needing to be a moderator because we go and confirm every day. Look at this. This is the most work I've done on Facebook all day. All week even. It's the beginning of the week. That's a joke. Ha ha ha. Leslie. Leslie Quinn, do you understand we're not making any posts? Good. Bill. You are a moderator, my friend. LaShawn. Can we be friends? Wow, good thing all of you showed up today. I'm only adding you because you're telling me that you're going to add people, and that by the end of the week, we'll have 1,000 people in this group. Okay, Chuck. Lawrence, what's up, Lawrence? Hey, thanks for the connection on that lender out here in Tennessee. Making some progress with her. Okay, Bilal, you're in. Sheldon, I think I already did assign you as moderator. Yep, moderator. Autumn, you're good. Bill, Ada, Leslie, Nicholas, JQ. JQ, you need to add a picture, JQ. You can't be a no picture kind of person in our group. I don't care if you were born in 1982. Add a picture. As soon as you add a picture, I'll add you as a moderator. Okay, I think I got everybody. Oh, Tracy and James also. Tracy Kimball is not in here. Tracy Lewis isn't in here. James Leonard. Leonard. Okay, so we're all on the same page now. No posting in this group, just adding. I just made about 30 of you moderators. So all in all, we have like 60 or 70 moderators now. All you're doing is you're going into, this is what we're gonna draw. I know we need to move on with our lives. Let's do this real quick. Okay, so you go into groups. You make posts, you make ads, I don't care. Groups are the easiest, right? They're free. You respond to comments. You move the discussion to Messenger. And you got to be quick with it. Okay, it's not like once a day you move the conversation down. It's like once you start, move it, move it, move it, move it. If they don't respond after a few minutes, you say, hey, did I lose you? If they don't respond, you say, okay, I'll circle back in the morning. And then guess what you do in the morning? Circle back. Yes. So Messenger. The Messenger is for you to add to group, our Real Estate Investors United, the RIU. Okay. You add them to the group at the same time. Book call. I know you're going to have questions afterwards, so let's schedule a call. Okay, and then you run the call and you ask for the sale, and they're gonna say no. They're just gonna say no. It's okay. And then the sale starts. And then that's when you focus the whole time. The underlying focus is the 3 10s, tonality, okay, posture, and you know, we're trying to disqualify. If they're not interested, no problem. I'm not interested in talking to people who are not interested. So thank them if they say they're not interested. And every time, end the call professionally. Don't say, well, thanks for wasting my time, you jerk. No. You say, well, hey, if I can ever be of assistance in the future, feel free to reach out to me. Yep. So this messenger, you're telling them about the value of the videos in the group. Okay. Yes, you're going to learn some great stuff about taxes, some great stuff about paying off your house, some great stuff about getting your cash flow up, creating some equity, some peace of mind, creating some asset protection, some bulletproof your finances. There's going to be some great stuff in the videos in the group. And then you say, how about I add you to the group, add, I'm going to tag you, and then I'm going to message you again. Okay, remember, add, tag. So you can add them now that you're a moderator. You tag them in. Specifically, I'm telling you to tag them in Unit 1. Okay? And then message them again. So this is a 3-way voice intro. Hey, Skylar, I'm so glad I've been able to add you to the group. I'd like to introduce you to Keely. She's been an amazing part of our organization. I think you two guys can really connect well on Arizona. You know, you guys are both spending time in Arizona, and there's a lot of opportunity. Anyway, Keely, this is Skylar's really interested in our group. He's got a great head on his shoulders, and he's a hard worker. So I tagged him in a few of the videos he's going to watch, but I'd also like to create a conversation here so that we can help you guys achieve your real estate goals. So why don't we set up a call, right? This 3-way call, book the call, same thing, and then run the call. Now, as far as what I just drew out here, this is a weird question, but what is not clear? What can I clarify for you based off of what you're seeing right now?
Hey, Michael.
Hey.
Hey, can you just clarify that last part of adding adding a third person to the call?
So when you go into Messenger, let me just pull it up right now. Okay, here I am in Messenger. Where are some good examples? Here we go. So Chris says, hey. Oh. I don't have the Wi-Fi turned on. Oh, awesome. So Chris leaves a voice message. It's 1 minute. Says, hey, this is awesome. Nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah.
Hi, Lucy. I want to introduce you to Michael Huggins. Michael is one of our top money earners in our community and is a huge mentor to me. And what's kind of cool is actually he's a mentor to my sister. And in all of this, he's changed many lives with this opportunity. And it's just one big community, and we're all helping each other out, which is amazing. And one thing about Lucy is she watched the intro video, and she was I asked her what she liked, and she liked the open mindset, and I think that's awesome. And Lucy, so anyways, I wanted to have you guys meet each other, and talk a little bit, and I think we can feed off each other and grow our businesses.
Hey, Chris, appreciate the introduction and your professionalism. It's always nice working with you. And hi, Lucy. Nice to meet you. I'm glad you're able to check out our videos and learn a little bit more about who we are and what we do, why we're so successful. I know that an open mind, anything can happen. And if you want to take back control of your life, your finances, your time, this is a great place to do it. We have an award-winning system and an amazing community of people that are working to do it. If you remember from my story, I went from making $20,000 a year to now sometimes I have a $20,000 week. Now that's not typical. You got to work hard definitely to make that happen. It takes time to learn how to do it. But if you're willing to learn and you're coachable, I'd love to hop on a call with you and show you some more about some behind the scenes stuff with our organization and see what kind of goals you want to achieve and map out a plan. So Chris, send her my link and let's do this. She says, thank you. Chris sends her my link. She schedules a call and we had a call. It was okay. Now what I didn't do right, which I need to modify, and Skylar's going to help me do this, but in the calendar link, the description is going to say something like, please be in a place where you can take notes and you can focus. Because when I called her, which she picked the time, she ends up being in the kitchen chopping vegetables and like cooking and dealing with stoves and kids and all that. So it was, she's like half listening, and I'm like, you know what, this is not going well. I said my thing. Obviously, if she's not paying attention, no one's spending $2,000, $8,000, $20,000, $3,000 if they're not paying attention. So we just ended the call. Said, hey, you know what, I'm going to tag you in the next round of videos. Go and watch those, and let's set up another time. That was her with Lucy. So here's something that Robin is doing. Robin is introducing me to Cynthia right now.
Hi, Cynthia and Michael. I thought it would be amazing to introduce you guys. And Cynthia, I'm getting to know through, we met on a women's investor group. And Michael I've been working with for a few years, and he's been an amazing wealth of information and encouragement, inspiration.
Looks like you muted Michael.
Cynthia, and for your real estate investing endeavors, but presenting about the drive system. So yeah, I hope to talk to you.
Okay, if you don't wrap it up in 60 seconds, it'll just cut you off. So you guys didn't hear the beginning of that?
We missed the
We
middle.
heard the beginning. Middle, yeah.
Oh, when I sneezed? Okay. So here's what I'll say. All right, so Cynthia, let's see. Sharp as a tack. Person of authority. And enthusiastic as hell. That's the name of the game here, right? Okay. So I'm not sure if Robin actually tagged. Is Robin on this call? Robin, did you tag her? Did you tag Cynthia in this already? In this group?
I don't see Robin on.
So I could just go to Unit 1, welcome videos. And I can look in here. That's the follow-up, deeper dive. Where's my video? Okay, Unit 1. Here we go. Okay, comments. Well, I don't see her based off of this date and the date of the comments. I did see her. Okay, Robin tagged Kiana. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So she did tag her. Okay, cool. All right, you can still see my screen. Okay. Good morning, Robin. What's up? Thanks for the introduction. Appreciate you always connecting me with some awesome people. And hello, Cynthia. Nice to meet you. I hope you were able to check out the videos in our private Facebook group. There's a lot of good stuff in there. And I think you can find a way to increase your cash flow, pay off some debt, and get back some peace of mind. We got a proven system here. So I would love to connect with you more once you watch those videos. If you've already watched them, then hey, let's get on a call. Robin's got a link to my calendar so that we can sync up, get connected. All I ask is that you are in a quiet place where you can take notes and focus and pay attention on what we're talking about. And I look forward to connecting with you. And Robin, thanks again for keeping me connected to new people. This is always fun. So I look forward to connecting with you. Robin, please drop my link in this chat and let's take it from there. Have a great day, everyone. Huh. Said 59 seconds on my screen and now it says 1:07. That's weird. Anyway, I stuttered a little bit. No big deal because it was right in the moment. Nothing scripted. But you know what? We can always script these out too. Here's another one from Belize.
Hi, Belize and Micah. I just thought I would check in. I'm on a little vacation down to check out my husband's off-grid innovative build in Pueblo, and we stopped with the kids at this kind of eco hotel, which is interesting because I stayed here once when I was doing floral design for this big fancy event. But it's cool. My kids are happy. They're swimming. I thought we could just connect. Michael's been such an amazing support for me, and we're all doing similar projects with land development for being like a destination place. Michael has a place in Tennessee, and it reminded me of what you're doing, Billy's, with doing the wedding venue. And so I want to hear more about that. Let's all.
You got 1 minute. I cut you off. Okay. Good morning. Hi, Belize. Hi, Robin. Thanks for the connection. And I am definitely excited about what we're doing in the real estate world. I would love to hear more about your project, Belize, and then I can share a little bit about mine. There's some great behind the scenes stuff that we're working on to not only acquire the properties, but pay as little as possible in taxes and interest and really fortify our finances so that this becomes a family legacy and not just a real estate deal. So excited to share with you how that works. I know there's a couple videos that Robin has tagged you in, so be sure to check those out. And then why don't we just hop on a quick 15-minute call and create this connection and see what we can do to support each other in business and in real estate and in changing the planet. Hey, it's up to us. If it is to be, it is up to us. So anyway, Robin, will you put a link in here for my calendar so we can all get connected, and then let's just be in a spot where we can focus. Talk to you soon. Okay. Bilal, do you have any more questions around what you just asked me? Is he still on the call?
Yes. Okay, so basically we add the people to the group. We tag them on the videos, schedule the appointment, tag them on the videos, make a call. They're gonna say no for the sale, and then we will schedule them with a call with you. Is that what I'm understanding?
Almost, but no.
Okay.
You're going to this tag thing is in the middle. Let me bring this back up. This message, this three-way messenger voice is in the middle. So you can either message them, right, with your 5-star, this three-way call thing right here, or you can skip the three-way messenger and just tag them in the right videos and just do a straight messenger voice to you. Hey, let's get on a call. Here's my calendar. Please pick something. Then on that call, you do your AFTO. They say no, and then the sale starts. You don't wait for them to say no, have another call, and then schedule it. You're already on the phone with them. So what's the difference between what I said and what you asked? Do you see the difference? Tell me what's clear and what's not clear.
Okay, no, it's clear now. So it's not, I will schedule like the phone call should be right in before like even asking for the order. And before them saying no in the beginning with. And after that call, after like that tag and message, I can ask for the order. And that's where my cell like start working.
Isaac, are you picking up what I'm putting down? Is what I'm saying clear?
Yeah, everything makes sense. The whole.
Will you explain to Bilal? He seems a little, just a teeny bit off. Not way off, but just a little bit off. Will you help clarify what we want?
It's basically the three-way call Michael's saying is optional. It just basically just kind of like helps like tag team the sale. So that the three-way call again, so you can just do the voice memo and the recording, like the example that we were doing, and then afterwards it'll just kind of help transition over to ask for the order.
All right, I get it. I got it now. Thank you so much.
Okay. So make it happen, Captain.
So on the value of videos, you just talk about what they meant to you, or what do you do for that part?
Well, yeah, sure. What it meant to you, Chuck. I don't know why my pen is not working. But yeah, the value videos would be like the 4 pillars: taxes, banking, business, real estate. So you're going to learn some tax strategies that the wealthy are implementing. You're going to learn some banking strategies that the wealthy are implementing. You're going to learn about some creative real estate acquisitions for increasing cash flow. So you can just say, pay less in tax, pay less in interest, increase your cash flow, watch the video. Tax, less. Interest, less. Cash flow, more. Watch video. And they'll only respond to language like that if you are enthusiastic as hell, sharp as a tack, and a person of authority. If you're none of those, you can't use that kind of language. What were you saying, Chuck? You talking to me?
Oh, I was talking to my daughter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the value is basically, you could just leave it at one value. It's going to show you how to increase your cash flow. How do we increase our cash flow? We can either increase it by paying less in taxes, paying less in interest, or acquiring passive income. So all three of those equal more cash flow. So you can just say, hey, you know, one of the major values in the videos is learning how to increase your cash flow. Pedro, you got a question? Just enjoying the music. Okay. Okay, so there are 50 of us here. Where's my calculator? Oh, not this calculator. This calculator. Okay, we have 500 in our group now. We want 500 more. Well, this is a cool calculator. There we go. So there are 50 of us here. So 500 divided by the 50 of us here. Okay. Believe it or not, I know how to use a calculator. 500 is the goal. There are 50 of us here, which means each of us needs to add 10 people this week. Let's say we only work 5 days a week. That means that we just need to each add 2 a day. 2 of us a day for the next 5 days is 10 each times the 50 for each of us means 500. Which means we'll then have 1,000 people in the group. And if 500 new people watch the videos, chances are about 50 of them, maybe more, are going to join the program. Which means some of you are going to have some really pretty
Every
paydays.
time I try to do it, you straight ignore me and you change the subject. If you don't want to live with me, that's fine, but fucking tell me.
Going on mute. By the way, you can't ignore your problems. You cannot ignore your problems. They won't go away. They'll just get worse. So you need to figure out a way to address your problems head on. You cannot ignore them. That was awesome. And by the way, your goals are saying that. That was awesome. That was your goals talking to you. Okay? Your goals just came out of the ether and the internet and said, hey, every time I try to do something, you ignore me. Sorry, that was awesome. You cannot ignore your goals. We got some silliness going on in the chat now. That is too awesome. Okay. That was hilarious. Okay. Oh boy. What a great metaphor and an example. Because if the longer you ignore your goals, the meaner and louder they're gonna get. Autumn, by the way, we don't have bad days here. We either have great days or improvable days. So it sounds like they're having an improvable day, something to improve on. And you know what? It could just be they skip breakfast also. You know, how hungry do you get when you skip breakfast? It happens. All right, Tamara, did you finish straight line? Oh, moment of truth. She's typing the answer, not yet. Okay, it's 10 hours. Focus on it. You can do it. 10 hours. Just do an hour in the morning and an hour at night for the next 5 days and be done with it. Get this stuff in your head. Bilal says it'll be done by next Monday. Okay, so when are we going to do our scripting out? Let's pull up our calendars here. What day makes the most sense to write out our scripts? Should we do it after Bill's call tomorrow? Do a little, because we've already used up the time this morning. Script with.
But you have more options than I do. You don't have to live here. You don't have to move in with me next.
Okay.
We can.
Stop it, dude.
I thought I'd like you, but I've been questioning it the past couple of days because it's fucking as hell,
Okay.
and I can't deal with that.
I need to remove this person.
I'm sorry I don't have a castle for you, my next.
Remove. Okay.
I don't have funds to provide to live.
Who
so I
is talking?
need your help
Don't
to fucking get my own place. And then we would be dependent on each other. But right now I'm kind of dependent on each
Pedro.
other.
Gaete, put yourself
Not
on
having
mute.
much figured out. I'm working on it.
What's going on? Do you guys?
I can't
I'm
figure out who it is. I can't see a name of someone who's off mute.
Skylar, do you see what's going on in here?
It's Pig, so I don't know if you can mute or remove.
Yeah, he is just removed.
Okay, good. That was ridiculous. Can't say I'm sorry I don't have a mansion for you with no emotion. Or else you're not really sorry.
Oh my gosh, what's going on?
That was awesome. Yeah. Kids are learning these days.
We've all had things like that happen to us.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta move through it. You gotta move through it. Okay, Christy, please add Christy Global Dynamic. You need to go and request to join. If you just look up Real Estate Investors United on Facebook, you could do it.
Michael, did you not have the PAC call today?
Nope, they called it off.
Oh, okay. Fun.
Yeah.
Hanging out with us all morning.
Yeah, that's it. So there's a link for you one more time, MotoGP, MotoG Stylus. Okay, so how many of you can meet tomorrow after Bill's call for about half an hour? If you finished, if you have not finished, you do not qualify to hang out with me on that call. So we got Keely, we got Isaac,
I'll finish it today and meet you.
Are you
Okay?
talking about finishing the straight line?
Yes. I'm writing down names. Keely.
What if we read it before, but we haven't read it again?
If you finished it, then you finished it. Brian. Ada.
Me tomorrow, Michael.
Chuck.
Yeah, you can call me in, Michael. Gilda.
Gilda.
Maggie, I'll do it today.
Kim.
You put Mike in there, right? Mike White.
Word to your mother.
Never fear, Pete is here.
And Lorraine.
Maggie.
Maggie.
Yes, I'll do it today.
Maggie.
Thank you.
Okay. So Isaac, good. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Do
Plus
we
me.
need to finish the? Do we have to have the book printed in order to come?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna come.
Okay.
Amanda.
I'll try to finish today also. Leslie.
Okay.
Put Pete down.
I got you, Pete.
Great.
So Amanda, just have the PDF version up on your phone or your laptop. It's in that same Google Drive link. But we want to go over after we ask for the order, just so you guys are prepped for tomorrow. After we ask for the order and they say no, then we're going to start creating some language patterns. Okay, that's the name of the game. So if you need a refresher, Mike, go refresh chapter 8 and 9. Cool. Same thing with you, Amanda. I know maybe it's been a minute since you listened to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so all of you will be here tomorrow. What I'm going to do is tomorrow, during Bill's call, we'll give you the link to get on the call with us. Okay. So you got to be here tomorrow also. And then we'll run it at 10 o'clock. Got to kick Bill off. I know he likes to run long, 10 o'clock in my world. Get links to call attend. Save. Okay.
Hey, Michael, how long do you think that's going to be tomorrow?
I'm only planning on 30 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
Just so we can start with some of the framework, and then we'll have a little bit of homework, and we'll just kind of move it through.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
And yeah, we're about
Michael.
The whole idea behind this script is that we close everyone who's closable. We do not get off the phone with someone if we believe that someone else could have closed that person, right? If they were closable, then we need to close everyone who is closable that needs our product. If we get off the phone and we say, you know what, nobody could have closed that person, then okay, we can end the call. But we do not end the call thinking, man, someone else could have closed that person, and we didn't do it right.
Michael, are the videos as effective as the PDF?
I don't have the videos. I only have the audio.
Oh, okay. So we can only go through the whole document. And it's 10 hours, you said, to go over everything?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, you got time. You got 23 hours.
Yeah. True.
Okay, I got Bilal and Jose as well. Bonus class, Bonus class. Okay, got my list. And it's just gonna be work. I would prefer that all of you folks have your cameras on when we do that call so that we can be paying attention and checking things out, making sure we're all in line. And again, once we have the scripts down, we will close anyone who's closable. The script is a work in progress. It's a live document, so it's going to change as we get better. And yep, so during the call tomorrow with Bill, I will open up a private chat and send you guys all the Zoom links. So when Bill ends the call, we can get on to that Zoom.
So, Michael, I was just noticing that it skips 8 and goes to 9 and then 10. So it goes 6, 7, 9, 10.
Okay, that's kind of stupid. Who would have designed something like that? Let's fix that.
Yeah, I thought I fixed it. I'll go back in and see if I can work it out.
Disk 8. Okay, Skylar's gonna fix that. There's disk 8. And getting better every day. Cool. Cool. What a fun day. Thanks for staying late, everybody. I know that wasn't part of your plan, but here we are. So visualize. Memorize the straight line persuasion, memorize the self-confidence formula, get all the money you want and do good with that money. Welcome to America.
Thank you for the Michael minutes.
Yeah, you got it, Pete. All right, everyone. Labor Day bonus call. That's right. Thanks for being here. Go make
Thank
a
you,
difference in someone's
Michael.
life. You betcha, Gilda. Let's add 500 folks to our prospecting group. Let's make it happen.
Yes, thank you, Michael.
No.
Thank you.
So
Hey.
it should be correct if you go into Renata's team Elevate, go into Files, go into the Google Drive, and when you go into Straight Line Persuasion, there's all the discs there. So
I think most of us are going off of Dane's website. That's probably why.
The Danes also pulls from
Oh, it's the same drive?
daneclark.com/drive. Yeah, it's in there.
And then also we've got Super Saturday coming up this Saturday with Bob Tierney. So I just wanted to give everyone a heads up on that. Make sure to build for it. He's going to be doing an awesome training for us. So Super Saturday, this coming Saturday, September 12th.
Yeah, Bobby T. That guy is a multi-million-dollar earner. He's got millions of dollars worth of real estate. He is, he's got, I think, 14 years as an investor and another like 10 years as a contractor. So he's been in the industry for 24 years. He's got a team of, I think, almost 1,000 people inside of Renata. So he told me that, and I've heard it from other people too, but he told me specifically that COVID is one of the best things that ever happened to his business because it taught him and forced him to get systematized, to get strategic with online presentations. He said he's going to make $1 million doing online presentations. He's got a new system that he's going to be sharing with us on Super Saturday that he's been working out for the last 3 months. So he's our guest. Remember, Super Saturday is only 4 hours. It's 9 a.m. Mountain Time to 1 p.m. Mountain Time. That's it. Okay. So we're only going to have Bob T for a couple hours. You can definitely bring guests if you want. Just make sure you register them. Register yourself. The link is in the calendar, and then it's also the link. You can just go, please register yourself in Helios, but you can also go to elevatesupersaturday.com and get the link there too. Okay, let's corral the people.
Just so you guys know too, in Helios, you won't see the event quite yet. It was submitted last week, so corporate is just approving it. So don't freak out if you don't see it right when we get off the call. It's coming. It'll be there probably today where you can register for Team Elevate Super Saturday.
Yep, Elevate Super Saturday. And let's have some fun with it. And then remember, the 26th is our short sale workshop. And it's $50. So pay attention, put your leads on there. I promise you, if you just decide, like I went back when we started out this call, there's 86,400 seconds in a day. If you just decide that the only thing I'm thinking about for these 86,400 seconds is the life that I want, not the fear, not the past, not this unknown future, but the actual future that I want, that I'm committed to making. My houses are going to look like this. My cars are going to look like this. My garden's going to look like that. My clothes are going to look like this. My friends are going to look like that. This is my address. This is my team. This is what when I log into my checking account, this is what I see. All of it. Get clear on that. Crystal clear. 86,400 seconds. If that's all we're thinking about, then damn it, the work is done. Because it all has to happen up here, the mindscape first before it happens in reality. We can get into the physics behind it, the quantum physics. We can get into everything behind it for the science. Or you could just freaking believe me. Okay, but they've proven it. That what our mind dwells on is what manifests in our life. So if you dwell on success and building a team and making money, the only reason you don't have it is because you haven't thought about it long enough, clear enough. You might have a passion this big, but you only have it for that freaking long. No, Michael, you don't know. It's been years. I've been wanting it like this. Yeah, but you go up and then you drop it again. You go, I want it. And then you think, well, but what if it doesn't go well? And then you drop. So you might only be thinking about it for 5 seconds or even 5,000 seconds. You need to be thinking about it for 86,400 seconds until it just becomes second nature. This is just having money is normal for you. Having money is normal for me. There are people out there who it's normal for them to have 150,000 sitting in 10 different checking accounts. It's normal. This is the country it's normal. If we were in Bangladesh, not normal. Okay, if we were in Mongolia, not normal. If we were in Azerbaijan, not normal. In America, it is so normal to have millions of dollars. And you only have to enroll 100 people in this organization for Bob Steiner to pay you $1 million. Cool. Cool. There is... That's awesome. There is a link to the Prophets recording that I made last week. Yes, you heard me. Abubakar Osman. Mr. Osman. I'm guessing. Yes, 100 students, $1 million. Abu.
The only thing I add really quick from, just an NLP technique along with what you're saying with the thoughts themselves is attaching that feeling to it too. So if you have like a dream car, what does it feel like as you're hitting the gas and like shifting the gear? How does the car smell? So really dropping into like the actual feelings and sensations, and that amplifies that manifestation of your thoughts.
Yep. Yep. So my September 1st profits was probably the best one I've ever done. Actually, just kidding. I think the one before that was the best. This last Thursday was the best one that I've done. So let me get you the recording. Tamara asked for the recordings. There we go. This the one. This the one that you want to see, Tamara.
So is number 8 showing up on your guys's for the straight line thing?
No.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why it's showing up for me. I see all of them.
Okay, so there is a password, Tamara, just so you know, everyone pay attention. Okay, so folks, when I go to, okay, so DaneClark.com/straight line. So I just put it in the chat. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go to screen share. I'm going to go to Chrome. I'm going to just make a new tab. I'm going to go to daneclark.com/straight line. Let's look together. Disc 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 PDF workbook.
Does not look like that on mine. And I refreshed. I followed Skylar's steps. Mine is listed from 10 from the top going down the list, and there's no 8.
When you type in daneclark.com/straight line,
Yes.
that is weird.
Very weird.
Let me just grab this link, then anyone on the internet can view this link. And let's just put it in the chat here. What about that link?
I just opened it fresh and I still don't see 8.
Okay, who's the Google Drive wizard on the team? It's not showing up.
It's usually pretty straightforward and like updating in real time whenever I've used Drive.
Right. It's supposed to be like a straight line or something.
Here, try that link that I just provided. See if that one works. If it still doesn't, let me know.
Still does not show number 8 for me.
That is weird, man. It says I'm the owner of all of these. Um, one second. Stand by, America. Okay, did we figure it out?
Not quite yet. I'm looking at trying to download the whole file into a zip, and then we can also try sharing just number 8. So I'm trying to get that right now.
So if I open it up in an incognito window with nothing stored, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So I just shared, that link was to 8. So if you should be able to open it, it'll go directly to disk 8.
It says I need access.
So at the bottom, Skylar, you need to change where it says get link. And you go to share.
All right, everyone should be able to see it now. Try it again.
Success.
Success. Anyone else try it? Make sure that it works for you. Very
I
good.
got it too.
Yep, it's working.
It's working. Boom goes the dynamite. Okay, those of you who stayed on a little bit longer are reaping the rewards. All right, Skylar, now just keep that link handy so when we need it tomorrow. Okay, now everyone. It's working for everyone? Okay, cool. Whatever you had planned today that's not about making money, stop it and go and listen to these trainings.
I can listen to them while I save the garden before the frost hits Denver. We have a 60-degree swing coming today, so it interrupted a lot of things.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. Those crazy mile-high mountains. All right, beautiful people. Go visualize.
Wyoming's supposed to get 8 inches tomorrow.
That's ridiculous.
Anybody traveling, just so you know.
Yep, 93 degrees today and up to 12 inches in some areas here.
Tonight. A 60-degree swing.
Yeah, that's not, no, there's no climate change. Right.
6 foot by morning.
Crazy. All right, everyone, we'll turn your front yard into a food forest and we can all save the planet.
Exactly.
Have a fantastic day. We're going to show you guys how to do it. Visualize, visualize, visualize. We'll see you in the morning. Add people to the group. Go add 10 people right now and just get it done right now. Okay, bye, everyone.